Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another Edison format tournament video. I have a question for you guys. And let me know what you guys think or what you guys know about this. In one of my previous videos, someone commented that you don't main Kayas on a Blackwing deck. That was news to me. I've always main Kayas, two Kayas in a Blackwing deck. With my build, and I've seen some online, and I've also seen some, like if I'm dueling against one, they have Kayas in the main build. But is it just me, or like do you, if you run a Blackwing deck, do you main Kayas, or is it a side deck card? Or if you face against a Blackwing deck, do they run Kayas? Like, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think, or what do you guys know, or if you guys even run Kayas. I think Kayas is such a broken card. It almost fits in almost every deck possible. It's such a good, just such a broken card. You get to special if you brain control. Brain control, tribute one monster, remove from play the other. You get rid of two monsters and the possibility of burning. And I know a lot of people have like floaters. You get rid of a floater. You get rid of Sangan. You get rid of flip effects. Kais is just broken. If you're gonna invest on a card and you want a max rarity, might as well go for Caius because I think it's just OP. I wouldn't personally; it's too damn expensive. But I mean, it is what it is. I do think Caius is such a broken card. But anyways, like I said, comment below what do you guys think. But let's get back to this video. This matchup, I'm on the left, and to the right is my opponent. Um, I was trying to build this like anti-meta Blackwing deck. I was meaning a Fossil Dyna. I was meaning Oppression, and I was also meaning Skill Drain. Why Skill Drain? Because value. Like if I summon value, then I could synchro summon because his effect gets negated of not being able to synchro summon. So I'm able to use him and synchro, and then I could probably use it again in the graveyard in synchro. So I'm synchroning twice in one turn. Um, and obviously, if they're gonna go for like a crazy play, like they're gonna summon Diva and they're gonna pop off, I could just flip skill drain, and I could just stop their whole play. Yes, it does affect me a bit, but it's not like a crazy like a crazy thing. Like I feel like if you're able to pop off with um with a like a high beater, you're good. I don't think skill drain would affect you, um, unless they have like some crazy ass back row and they have like 3D prisons, three bottomless, and like one for ones like smashing ground or fissures. Then maybe yeah, it'll fuck you over and your own skill drain like made you lose. But that's really never the case. So I was trying to build it with that. It was like an anti-meta Blackwings. That's not the reason why I have Caius. I main Caius because it works so well, and Caius, Caius is just broken, man. Like Caius is fucking good. It's too good. But but yeah, I attack with Bora to his face down Kalut, but I power him up with two Kalutes, so his piercing damage was just just enough to be to win me the game. Well, to win me first round. And this is the second round. Um, I do like his mat. I like the fact that it's Pokemon is out of your ordinary, not like just everyone always rocks Yu-Gi-Oh or like the that other mat that everyone has that is like so expensive but it's so soft. I forgot the name of it, but it's like almost everyone has one. He trap does shoot because he trap does shoot and he saw my hand, so he knows what I have. If I set back row, he knows what it is. So that's why you're gonna see him kind of stalling a little bit because he wanted to play around my back row, not because he's stalling on purpose, but he was being strategic about his plays, which I don't blame him. I was doing that on the previous match, right? I tried to shoot at him and I saw what he had, so I was like, all right, well, let me see what I can do, kind of thing. Um, So I summoned Fossil Dyna and I attack directly. I don't have to worry about like Gorsh or Tragodia, Battle Faders, like literally anything. He summons Sirocco, but he's not attacking. Not obviously not because Fossil Dyna is a beast, but simply because he knows my back row. So he doesn't want to just lose a monster just like that. He knows very well that I cannot run over the Sirocco, so he's like, all right, cool. I'll just wait here for a bit till he draws something good. I don't know. Maybe he was waiting for his MST, maybe his heavy. I'm not too sure, but I know he was, or even his Icarus attack. Um, so I know he could have gotten rid of my back row like pretty easily, but it was just a matter of him drawing it, and I had to take this time to either build up or try to see what I can do and build a defense because I can just get over Sirocco just like that. I did summon Kalut just to get that search from Whirlwind because if you thin out your deck, then you're gonna get your boss monster. Right here is a perfect example of why you run Caius. You're able to just tribute one monster, get rid of his threat. You get rid of his Sirocco, and he can use it for future because it's gonna be out of play. So any value is just dead unless he discards another Sirocco. But yeah. So I have a Kalut in hand. So I'm like, if he attacks my Kalut, obviously I'll Kalut it, so it'll be fine. Um, but he also knew my back row, so he didn't want it to run that risk. I summoned Gale. I did not special summon him. I summoned him just to try to get the search. Again, I'm trying to thin out my deck. I think being able to thin out your deck is very important when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. I cut him in half. Oh, well, I couldn't even special summon him, right? Because of Fossil Dyna. But I cut him in half. I swing for 400. I go for 13. And I go for 12. So this is kind of like a baby beatdown deck. Like none of my monsters have 1500 or more damage. They're all below. And I'm doing some damage. And he's at 3900 now. And I'm still at 8000. Uh, but the back rows do scare me. At the moment, obviously, you're not sure if it's a bluff or if it's something good. Or it might be something good, but he's just waiting for the right moment. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. And knowing me, even if it might be a turn to tribute, I still summon a card. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Which has cost me a lot of games, but it has also won me a lot of games because sometimes it's a bluff, and if you don't summon and kill him at that turn, they could come back in within one turn. So it's a risk you're taking, but I just go for it. I'm like, whatever. I'm not tripping. I can't even synchro summon because of Fossil Dyna, but in a way, I'm better off not because just in case if it's bottomless trap hole. He thought I rolled, but then I was like, yeah, you could negate the heavy, but you can special summon Stardust because of Dyna. And he's like, oh, damn, that's right. I'm like, yeah, my bad. He did prisons, which I'm surprised he didn't deprison my Fossil Dyna, but I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'm not tripping. At least I know what some of his back rolls were, so I'm not too like worried about it as much as I was. Uh, he's thinking, checking his back row, summons Kalut, and I'm like, that's fine. And I'm not sure if he passes or if he attacks. Well, he bottomless my Shura, and I'm thinking whether I should do something or not. And I let it slide. I'm like, you know what, it's fine. It would have been amazing if I had a Icarus attack at the moment. I would have been able to tribute and gotten rid of both of his cards. But he had Icarus attack, and he gets rid of Kalut and my back row. I attack for 12. So he's just thinking right now. And he summons Sirocco, and I'm like, all right, cool. He sets a card. He's looking at his graveyard. At this moment, I'm like, fuck, don't tell me he has Dark Arm. I'll probably be screwed. Even though I know I have Dyna, but I was like, he must have something. I MST in his oppression. I'm like, okay, oppression doesn't affect me. And I book a moon and I go for game. GG's, boys.